Can I Not Marry Audio web novel Chapter 1 Bad Girl Do Lacey. Durex. The world-famous condom brand in the world is sold in more than 150 countries and occupy the leading position in more than 40 markets. Durex brands account for 26% of the world's 4 billion condom market share, is the world's first condom brand. The wind is mild and the sun is bright. An idyllic scene. Do Lacey put on a distressed long face as she's walking on the street. The cause of student Do Lacey's frustration has 3 reasons. The first reason is, her boyfriend of 3 months Zheng Zuzu suddenly put forward to break up with her. Because he can't stand that each time he went out to see his friends with his girlfriend, while introducing her to others, "This is my girlfriend Do Lacey." It made him feel like a condom salesman. The second reason that let student Do Lacey frustrated was just 3 hours ago, she was fired from her newspaper job that she's been working for 3 years. Because of the financial crisis, the newspaper company had to lay off people. And the new boss saw her name, thought that her name was too vulgar, will tarnish the newspaper's positive enterprise culture, and is not conducive to social harmony. So student Do Lacey unfortunately was settled by the boss. The third reasons that let student Do Lacey frustrated, when she held onto the cardboard boxes ready to pack up and go home, the bank suddenly called her. They said this month's her credit card has been seriously overdrawn. She no longer can continue using it and within a month she must pay off the credit card debt, otherwise it will affect her future personal credit rating. Within a day, Do Lacey went from having a man, a job, a credit card and an urban female reporter suddenly becomes having no man, no job, a homeless person with no money. So it is not an ordinary bad situation. At the moment she is lost beyond words. But her day's bad luck didn't seem stop here. Just when she absently crossed the road, a bicycle suddenly flashed from the side, almost past her, and then quickly rode away. Do Lacey stared as the bike sped past and lamented, "These days, even a bike can reach a speed of 70 yards. Suddenly an old man came up from behind, patted her shoulder. "Young girl, your bag was robbed." Do Lacey was surprised to find that, she only just placed the bag on the pile of cardboard boxes was gone. Half a year ago, she spent $30 at the night market to buy the fake Gucci bag, have grown wings and taken off. Such a bag someone would still steal. No wonder nowadays even a broken bicycle would be stolen. Student Do Lacey suddenly sympathized with the flying biker that grabbed her bag. As you can imagine, when the robbers open the zipper off the bag, seeing that there's only a 5-year-old Nokia mobile phone that can't even send MMS, and deformed whisper sanitary napkins. After this, what reaction should the flying biker have? He would be angry and smashed his bike, right? But she did not feel sorry for the robber for long, as she soon realizes that she doesn't have any sanitary napkins on her, causing her to bear the surging rapids flowing, quickly being drenched. And worst today must be the death of her. She was just wearing a pair of white trousers. Do Lacey suddenly felt like crying. How can one be unlucky to such a degree? She usually does not trample on flowers or grass. Even her home's cockroach she is reluctant to kill. How did she encounter such things? So, she decided to take a shortcut, with the fastest speed to go home to prevent a bloody tragedy to occur on the streets. She deliberately chose an unusual way, her hands holding onto the cardboard boxes ready to gallop when suddenly a person stops in front of her. No, specifically, this person is kneeling in front of her. Kneeling down on one knee. "Will you marry me?" She didn't have time to react when a sparkling, dazzling object has appeared before her. So big, it was at least 10 carats. Student Do Lacey, who in this life only had worn 925 silver rings, was thoroughly shocked. Now she had only one thought. This man's character is good. She has encountered a reality TV show personnel. TV does not have to play so well. Some guests attended XX programs. The TV station will randomly select passers-by in the street and told him to communicate. In fact, they have long secretly hidden a camera. The thought of the camera, Du Lacey became nervous. If she suddenly flooding, then wouldn't the national audience witness this? Her dignity would be lost. While she was in a torment, the man who knelt in front of her became impatient. He intentionally coughed. With this cough, Du Lacey moved her eyes from the bright dazzling diamond ring to the host of the ring, and then again she was shocked. No. Horrified. The man looks a little too good. Wheat-colored skin, a pair of deep eyes with no confusion with a handsome appearance, slightly domineering tall and straight nose, 2 pieces of thin lips tightly pursed, his handsome yet elegant, restrained brow with some mixed taste. At this time, this pair of eyes is staring at her without blinking. Such a handsome man Du Lacey has only seen on the television before. Now a real-life human being suddenly jumped and appeared in front of her, Du Lacey temporarily unable to adapt. If it really is a reality TV show personnel, how can an average person look so handsome? Besides, this man's face looks a bit familiar. Could he really be a big star? By this time her heart was in a fierce struggle, whether or not to accept this false marriage proposal. If she accepts, the TV props are fake. Anyway, she should just give the guy a little face, let him have a stage to retreat on the show. But if she do not accept and on the momentum of him kneeling, soon there will be a large number of people, not knowing the truth will surround them and not only she cannot walk away and most likely a massacre will happen. Du Lacey's heart divided. She accepted the ring from the man's hand, to be exact snatched the diamond ring and ran in the direction of her home. Wait. A strong hand grabbed her arm. May I have your name, please? Wow. Now this reality TV show personnel are so dedicated and professional, even ask for her name. Du Lacey quickly replied, my name is Du Lele. This is the name she often gives when confronted by a stranger asking for her name, and why would she inform a stranger whom she will never encounter again in the future that her real name is Du Lacey? Applying Zheng Zuzu phrase, I'm not selling condoms. The handsome man thought for a moment. Phone number. They even need her phone number. Does the TV program need to contact her in the future for a return visit? Isn't that a little perverted? But the man's aura is so strong, iron-like heart. If she refused to tell him her number he will not let her go. Du Lacey clearly felt her triggered at any moment. She decided, my mobile phone number is 136X. X. XX. X. XXX. Then, taking advantage of the moment the handsome guy inputting her number, Du Lacey stride with the fastest speed, quickly disappeared in the boundless huge crowd. At the same time, the tall and stocky figure stood there in a daze, watching the direction Du Lacey disappeared. After a moment, his eyes returned to its usual calmness, his mouth unconsciously smirked.